with a service dog. Welcome to the Actress with a Service Dog podcast. I am Renee Michaels, and today we are going to talk about a topic that is probably the biggest, or at least one of the biggest, top two frustrations for service animal handlers, and that is dealing with the general public. See this meme here? This is literally my favorite meme because it is so accurate. Every single thing on this meme has been said to me, has been done. You know, like the grown man barking, the kissing noises. Okay, come on. If you're a grown man, why? Why are you barking? Like, is that... anyway.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Anyway, it's super frustrating. The kissing noises, all the things. It's just, I love this meme. So every time it pops up on my timeline, you bet I am going to be sharing it. Anyway, so we are going to jump right in and look at some other interaction videos and break them down. And hopefully, by the end of this episode, you will have learned something, and maybe, hopefully, prayerfully, you will have learned enough that you will understand how we feel as service animal handlers and why it is such a huge issue. So we're going to start off first with just a video that was on TikTok. Actually, all these videos come from TikTok. This is a compilation video of some different interactions.
I see the unicorn.
Do you like the tail? No, you can't touch her, okay, hon?
Okay, so we're just going to start off strong here with talking about the children. I have a lot more grace when it comes to kids because they don't understand. But I will say that my experience with kids is better than my experience with adults. Usually it's the kids saying, oh, that's a service dog, you can't touch it, you know, gotta leave it alone. The kids are generally pretty great, but every once in a while something like this happens where it's a kid who doesn't know and they try to pet the dog. And of course I do my best to, you know, let them know that that's not the right thing to do.
Pretty baby.
Thank you.
So many times I have considered getting a t-shirt that says, yes, I know my dog is pretty, because everybody has to tell me. I've literally had people chase me from one end of the store to the next because they just wanted to tell me how pretty my dog was. I know already.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
I do have to ask, is that a service dog?
Yes, she's a service dog.
Okay.
This one right here, so this is a worker in this video, and she says, I do have to ask, is that a service dog? I love it. I love it when staff actually follows the ADA. I probably get a little weird about it. Like, I'm super excited when they ask about the dog, but they always stop at that one. Is that a service dog? The questions that they're legally allowed to ask, and I really wish that they would, because it shows me and it shows other handlers that the business does understand their rights under the ADA law. The worker is allowed to ask, is this a service animal required for disability? And that's usually where it stops. But they actually can ask another question, and that is, what tasks is this dog trained to provide for you? That right there usually helps you determine whether or not the animal is a legitimate service animal or not. But at least in this case, they got a half right.
That was a very good effort.
So I can't really get too upset about it. At least they asked.
Hey, puppy. Mabel.
Okay, I'm just going to keep stopping a lot here in this one. This is another worker. I really wish businesses would educate their staff. If they're going to educate them on, well, I don't know, because they don't educate them on real service animals and fake service animals. But at least, in the very least, if you're not going to do all those things, at least teach your staff to not talk to a service animal. That would be really helpful.
Yes, good girl.
Boy?
Girl.
Can't tell from your head.
Yes.
I love his hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. She's a working dog. Thank you for asking, though.
Okay, so again, if I could even get a penny for how many times people say, love your dog, beautiful dog, pretty dog, if I had a penny for each time, I would be out of debt, actually. I don't need you, and handlers don't need you to come and tell us that our dogs are pretty or that you like our dogs. I mean, we are not asking for interaction, okay? So don't feel obligated. Don't feel like you have to come and tell us anything, all right? Don't even feel obligated to even acknowledge us. As a matter of fact, we would love it if you didn't. So here I get a lot, just like this with this kid here asking, can I pet your dog? Again, it's a child. Usually what I will say is pretty much what this handler says is, no, my dog's working. Thank you for asking though. So I, again, try to be super nice. And I even do that with some adults because I understand that not everybody understands the rules. But, you know, there does come a time when you've heard it over and over and over and like, you know, by the time you come to us and say, I love your dog, that you are like the 50th person that has said something in the last 10 minutes. It gets really, really tiring. So just, you know, just let us be. Just let us walk and do our business, whatever it is we're doing, running errands. Pretend like the dog is not there. That's really our preference.
Nothing to see here.
Thank you.
Still more. Still more. So yes, that is that one. That's actually not a bad day of interactions. It's tiring. It really is very tiring and unnecessary, but at the same time, the interactions with the people, at least they were polite, but that's not going to be the case in some of these other videos. This one here is a woman who is asking questions, which let me start off before I even start this video. I and other handlers usually, and I say usually, there's a lot of times it's not the case, are willing and more than happy to help answer your questions, to educate you on service animals. However, sometimes we just don't have the spoons to do it. We don't have the energy. We just really want to get our errands done. We just really want to be able to function and be out in the public without having to talk to people all the time. So let's just watch this one. Again, this is not a bad one. It's just kind of annoying.
Put it on FaceTime. I have to, oh my God, you gotta see this dog. Hang on, this is really cute. Hang on, just answer my FaceTime, please. Oh my God, this is so cute.
Okay, so this is where it gets a little annoying. So this lady means well, right? She's like so excited to see this dog. Granted, the dog is wearing goggles. My dog wears them sometimes too. Wears shoes, all the things. But there's always a purpose for it. It's not to draw attention. It's just, you know, it's a necessity for the dog for whatever situation that they're in. So this lady blocks this handler to keep her from walking through so that she can show whoever she's talking to on the phone this adorable dog.
Oh my God. Are you answering it? Okay, well call me. Okay, call me back because I can't see you.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I didn't even notice this the first time I saw that. So she's saying, like, she's on the phone, but she can't see this person. So she's like, oh, hang up and call me back. So rather than just a quick drive-by of let me show you this dog, she's literally, oh, wait a second, we have to see, so you need to hang up so I can see you, and so you need to call me back so that I can show you this dog.
Okay, hang on. Oh my God, it's adorable.
Look at him, look at him.
Hang on.
Kiss me, though.
So she's doing, this handler's doing pretty much the same thing that I do. So I try to keep my dog's attention on me, and yet that does not do any good. Like, people don't take the hint, and then they, oh my gosh, look how focused they are on you. Are they wanting a treat? Are they, like, not considering that, no, I mean, yes, the dog would probably like a treat, but they're actually doing their job. So you should probably just move on, you know. This lady was just super excited, and again, it was not intentional, and I understand that, right? Because this woman was excited. I totally understand it. It doesn't make it any less frustrating.
Yes.
Is he not adorable?
Yes.
Oh my God, he is so cute. What kind of dog is that?
She's a mix.
Mix of, we have a shepherd.
Great Pyrenees Lab.
He's so cute. How many times
He's so cute.
to say that?
Look at me, you're so cute. Let me see. Oh my God. Can I pet him? I know he's
No,
dead.
she's working right now.
Oh, is she working? So, oh my God, look at her.
Yes.
He's too cute with those glasses.
Thank
so
you.
what do those glasses do for?
They protect them from getting bumped with cards. I actually had a friend who had a service dog. She was a smaller breed though, and her service dog got a...
And also sometimes you'll see the dogs with glasses on when they're in a store because, you know, when you go up to the register and the clerk is spraying down their desk, their conveyor belt. I've heard of some handlers, like their dogs end up getting sprayed in the eye with those. So it's dangerous. And again, we're not putting the glasses on them for your entertainment. My dog will wear the sunglasses. So we do the tinted lenses because sometimes people think, oh, if they see my dog looking at them as they are walking by, they feel the need to interact with my dog. Because she wears the tinted glasses, it's hard for them to see where her eyes are looking. So it helps a little bit. So if you see a dog with tinted glasses inside, that could be why. Because they don't want you to see where the dog's eyes are looking to keep you from thinking the dog's looking at you so that you don't talk to the dog.
to the eye from a shopping cart.
Oh, wow.
So it's just to protect. That's it. And they do the same thing as sunglasses do for people. Obviously, it's dark out
So
right
is
now.
she like one of those emotional support?
No, she is a medical.
So I think that, you know, this lady, it's interesting to me because I do get a lot of that, oh, is your dog an emotional support dog? Oftentimes because I don't look disabled, so people assume that. But also, they just assume that emotional support animals have the same rights as service dogs. You know, they think because these pets are in the store that they are all emotional support animals, and they don't distinguish between the two. So the difference is, for those of you who don't know, a service animal has to be task trained to mitigate their handler's disability. Emotional support animals, they don't have to be trained, and they do not have public access rights.
alert service dog.
Okay. She's a medical alert service dog. So she's what kind of dog?
Great Pyrenees Lab. Mix. Great Pyrenees.
Great Pyrenees Lamb.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't really know how long this interaction went on, but this handler has done a good job. Actually, all the videos that this handler has that I have seen with public interactions, she handles it beautifully. So very, very impressed with her ability to stay calm and not be rude. Because honestly, I probably would have walked away at some point. I would have shut down the conversation and walked away. So good on her. Good on this handler. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this right here is probably one of the most annoying topics of conversation that we have with the general public when you are talking one-on-one with somebody.
A Home Depot employee came up to ask my friend and I about our service dogs. Sadly, 9 times out of 10, this is the comment we get.
It's true.
I just want her to be a service dog so that I could take her with me on the plane.
Yeah, you have to be disabled to have a service dog.
I know that.
Okay, so this gets me. And I don't understand what people are thinking when they approach a legitimate service dog team and say things like this.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because basically what you're saying is, I want to take my pet, my untrained pet, I want to make them a service animal just so that they can go everywhere with me. And yes, I know that you're supposed to be disabled, but I don't care. Like, this is what we're hearing. I don't care. I'm going to pretend like I'm disabled so that I can have the same rights as you. Super ridiculous. I try my best to stay calm in those situations.
It really depends on where you get the from, because I want to make mine a service dog, because I don't have family here, so I can't leave her.
I hear this all the time, that they don't want, the reason that they want to take their animals with them is because the animal has anxiety. So they need to take the dog so the dog does not panic when left alone. So I feel like that this handler actually answered her brilliantly.
I suffer from anxiety.
Yeah, well, probably honestly getting your dog training for their anxiety would be the best place
Yes.
to start.
If your dog has anxiety and you can't leave them alone because of it, how about you visit your vet, see if there's anything they can do to help with that, and also maybe do some training so that the dog is comfortable being left alone at home. But understand that if you take an untrained animal into a public place where there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of noises, a lot of people, a lot of unknown smells and sounds and all that, you're going to cause your dog to have even more anxiety. If your dog has already got anxiety, that is not going to help at all.
So it's a very long, difficult process.
A friendly reminder that service dogs are for assisting the disabled. Not so you can take your pet everywhere.
Amen.
This is extremely harmful to genuine service dog
Yes.
teams.
Very harmful. I will cover that in another video right now. We're just going to talk about the public access, or not public access, public interaction situations. Okay, so this video is actually fairly old. This situation is fairly old, but I think it's worth talking about. We're getting into the areas where I actually get really angry, and probably if I were in these situations, would not handle it well at all. So let's just watch.
Yes, I definitely will. Does this have your...
Yeah, I'm the owner, so you can talk to me if you have a problem.
Okay, yeah, and I'll definitely be... Do you have a higher up? Do you have anything else?
No, I'm the owner of the company.
Okay, well, that was very rude how she definitely
It
talked
literally
to me.
says, do not pet on every
You
single
should
dog's
have
bed.
Literally says do not pet.
Sign number 1.
You should have a sign. There's literally a sign on the dog. How much clearer do they need to be?
Gentlemen, Ciccolini here may talk like an idiot and look like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
This mom is so entitled and so clueless and selfish to be upset because these handlers would not allow her child to pet their dog.
4 signs.
You should say...
There are 4 signs on my
4
leave
signs.
it alone.
No. She should say, sorry, these dogs
answer
are...
is no.
The dogs are in training. Sorry. That could have been nicer. She could have approached it
You asked
nicer.
the question, can I pet the dog? And she said no.
She should have said that they were in training.
You can walk away now.
I don't know.
We don't owe you anything, right? We don't have to tell you anything. No means no. No is a complete sentence. If we don't want you touching our dog, then you don't touch our dog. And you have no right to get upset about it. You don't have any right to even touch our dog. Yeah, can you tell? This really gets under my skin.
I don't owe you anything.
Bye.
I don't owe you anything.
I did not ask you.
You came over.
You are recording without my consent.
Absolutely.
You are absolutely...
It's legal.
It is not legal.
It is.
Okay. Yes, it is legal. They are in a public place. I mean, I know some handlers will actually put cameras on their dogs for things like this and other types of issues that may come up.
Call the cops.
Call my lawyer right now.
Because it's
Call the
it's illegal to harass service dogs.
It's a misdemeanor to harass and interact with service dogs.
Distract.
And you can stop recording. Thank you very much. Hello.
Have a good night.
It's illegal to record without somebody's permission. Okay?
No, it's not.
Respect.
I think that the video might have been edited here because I feel like it was longer the first time I saw it. But like I said, this has been a few years. I'm kind of glad that this is not the long version because, yeah, it really, really makes me mad. But if that's not even the worst of it. So let me share this one. This one really gets me. So I'm going to show you this. This is from somebody else TikTok account who is reacting to a video from a service dog handler, and I love this lady's reaction as she's stitching it. As in TikTok, if you're not on TikTok, you know she's stitching it, and she's reacting. So I love her reaction, which is why I chose this video.
Y'all, people are really crazy. So this lady had her service dog inside the store. Y'all, and this happened in Atlanta, so I think that's even more funnier. But this lady had her service dog in the store, and this lady came up to her, questioning her about her dog. Like, first off, you don't get to ask somebody about what their disability is. You don't get to ask
You
them
do
that.
not
You
get
don't
to.
ask them why they have a service dog. What is
That's
wrong
right.
with people?
Are you ever worried about like his hair and things getting into the food? Like, you know, are you allowed to bring him into places that sell food like that?
Yes, he's a service dog.
Okay. Does he get bathed every day? Like, how am I supposed to know that he's clean?
Does he get bathed every day? Most service dogs are cleaner than people. We take excellent care of our dogs. But even still, none of her business how often this dog gets bathed.
He's clean. He doesn't need to have a bath every day. Okay. So, like, does he have registration you can show, or like papers, anything? One, there is no such thing as registration for service dogs in the United States, and two, I don't have to show you anything. Right. Really? So, what is this disability that you have? What is it? It's none of your business. Really? Okay.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. So the handler is correct. There are no papers. There is no registration. There is no certification. And even if there was,
that's none of your business.
Yeah.
None of your business.
I'm gonna go find a manager to talk to. Okay.
Okay.
Because
Do
I
it.
just don't know how I feel about having dogs and animals around my food and the things that I put into my body.
Oh, poor lady.
Check it out, Buttercup.
I mean, gosh, she does not know how she feels because, you know, it's all about her.
Like, is a life-saving medical device. Just because he's a dog doesn't mean he's just a dog. Right, but I just really don't believe you, so I'm going to go find a manager to talk to. Okay.
I don't really believe you. Oh my gosh. Whew. If that had been me, if I had been dealing with that lady, I don't even know. Like, and I don't know what ended up happening because I haven't seen any follow-up video on this, but I'm hoping that when this lady did actually talk to a manager, if she did, if that was just an empty threat, that the manager put her in her place because she deserved it. Not only that, I mean, she's harassing this poor girl who's got her service animal. She has every right to have that animal. It is legal. It doesn't matter what your feelings are about having a dog in your space. If you don't like the dog in your space, then go find another space. It's a big store. It looks like it's a Target. So pretty big store. I think you could get away from the service animal if you didn't want to be around it. All right, so I'm going to turn now to a positive. We're going to end this on a positive note. Okay, this video, this is the way that it should be done. This is the way that is correct and helpful, and handlers love this. This is good.
Hello. Good girl.
If only all people were like this mom. And I have actually seen this happen when parents are explaining that that my dog is a service dog. They do their best to educate their children to be respectful, and I get to hear it. And when I hear it, I thank them because it does help a lot in preparing their children to deal with service animals out in public.
I believe that the children are the future. Now listen, you can teach them well, but buddy, you have got to let them lead the way.
We are grateful. So if you're one of those parents, if you're one of those people, bless you. Thank you. So I do want to address one more thing. One of the things that I've noticed in a lot of the comments on some of these videos and just in general things that I hear is that, well, you know, you have your service dog out in public, or you are obligated to explain to them why you have a service animal, about service animals, all those things. And that is just simply not true.
Nope, 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 nope.
We are not obligated to tell you anything. Would you stop somebody in a wheelchair or that has an oxygen tank or a walker? Would you tell them that they are obligated to educate you on their medical aids? I mean, Google is free, guys. So if you want to know more about service animals, Google it. The information is there. You can go to the ADA website. There's extensive information there about what service animals are allowed to do and where they're allowed to be. It is not our responsibility to let you guys know about our animals. We don't have to do any of that. Most of us are going to be as gracious as we possibly can, but please, please understand, when we walk away or we aren't interested in talking, it's not because we're intentionally trying to be rude or hateful. It's just because we don't have the time and we're just simply exhausted. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching this episode of Actors with a Service Dog. I hope that it was beneficial. I hope you learned something. And if you would please be sure and give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. It really does help. Be sure and share it if you can. And I will see you next time. I'm an actress with a service dog.